Coming up on the Sports Desk, the prep basketball season may be over, but the best of the best in the South Bay got one more chance to show off their mad skills on the hardwood. Plus, the South Bay Riptide AAU basketball program recently held their annual tryouts. We'll tell you the story behind the program that aims to help the South Bay's basketball youth. Meanwhile, on the volleyball court, the Torrance Tartars looking to take down a Pioneer League foe for the first time in 5 years. Find out if they could snap their cold streak against the Torrance team from down south. And as always, we'll get you all caught up on scores, highlights, and updates on Torrance's prep and JUCO sports scene. The Sports Desk starts right now. How's it going, Torrance? Welcome to another week here on the Sports Desk. I'm your host, Collin Kushner. Remember, hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner, using the hashtag #TheSportsDesk, and of course, hashtag #BoomSauce. It was an exciting season of prep basketball here in Torrance. Over on the boys' side, we saw the Bishop Montgomery Knights capture a Southern Section Open Division crown and 23 straight wins before falling to Orange County power Mater Dei. While the season may be over, the top players from the South Bay were able to showcase their skills in the 25th Annual South Bay Athletic Club All-Star Game at South High. Christian Oshida repping the red squad and Bishop teammate Blake Miles on the blue playing against each other. First quarter, Oshida takes it over Miles, gets it for the easy lay-in. Oshida just getting warmed up for the red team. Second quarter, Miracosta's Dylan Kim all the way to the house. Sick move. Even better finish. The red squad takes a 2-point lead. Third quarter, Peninsula's Maddo. Oh yeah, hits the three. The red team with a 45-34 lead, and they wouldn't look back. Dunk Fest 2015 ensues. Two-handed jam for the red squad. And then Blake Miles, whoop, boom sauce. That's in. And Inglewood's DeRay Elliott's like, hey, I want to get on the fun too. Let's take another look. Elliott, can you take me higher? Slowing it down, and tomahawk. That's it. And then again, Blake Miles, alley-oop, jam. And the buzzer goes. That's your game. The red All-Stars down the blue All-Stars 98-79. Bishop's Christian Oshida has 16 points for the red team, and Knight teammate just not in this game. Blake Miles has 10 for the blue team in the loss. Staying on the topic of boys basketball, 7 players here in Southern California became recipients of the John R. Wooden Player of the Year Award, which is given out to the best high school players in their respective divisions. For the second year in a row, the award is coming back to Bishop Montgomery, and well, it's really no surprise that Knight senior Stephen Thompson Jr. took the award in Division IV this season. The Oregon State-bound guard had a senior year to remember, averaging over 24 points per game with just over 5 assists, and became the school's all-time leader in points, passing Eric Craven, who happened to win back-to-back Wooden Awards in the early 2000s. Thompson Jr. becomes the 4th player in Knight's history to win the award. STJ will be presented with the award April 10th at the ESPN College Basketball Award Show in Los Angeles. Now, to add to the already long list of accomplishments, STJ was also named the Open Division Player of the Year, and along with him, head coach Doug Mitchell was named Coach of the Year. And just when you think that's it for Bishop, well, sophomore Jordan Shackle also getting some love on the first team Open Division squad, joining Coach Mitchell and Stephen Thompson Jr. Meanwhile, in other boys basketball news, West boys coach Andrew Furuto is no longer with the program. In just 2 seasons as head coach, Furuto won just 13 games, with only 2 of those wins coming in league play. The Warriors haven't made it to the postseason since the now Torrance Tartars head coach Paul Nataki led them to the Southern Section quarterfinals in 2013. Now, over to the girls. 4 of the 5 Torrance schools had unbelievable seasons. North, South, West, and Bishop all captured CIF Southern Section titles, some getting crowned for the first time in program history. For the girls' South Bay All-Star Game, 10 players representing Torrance high schools, with North's coach Lauren Kamiyama coaching the blue team and South's Bobby Iramura on the red side. The blue team getting a little pep talk, and same with the red squad. Let's pick it up here in the 4th quarter. The red team up 50-44. Monica Murkowski showing off her inside game. Red squad up by 8. few possessions later, Christine Della Pina takes it all the way to the hole. The blue team still in it, only down by 6. Same quarter, the blue squad hanging in. Alexis Henry hits the shot, falls. She's okay. The blue squad down by 2. Final seconds of the fourth, Red up by 2. Lighty with the block, and it's going to lead to Peninsula's Madison Lucci's 3. That's your ball game. Red hangs on to win 60-55. So the red team prevails for both the boys and girls. West's Monica Murkowski has 8 points for the red squad, and Peninsula Panthers' Paris Lucci adds 11 points. Staying in the world of girls prep basketball, with the amount of success the girls programs had in Torrance this year, it's really no surprise that they collected some postseason honors. West head coach Mike Caporaso and senior Jasmine Jones were named Coach and Player of the Year in Division 1A, and senior Kayla Sato joins her West fam on the All-CIF Division 1A squad. In Division 2, South's Jaren Fajardo captures Player of the Year honors, and Coach Bobby Imamura grabs Coach of the Year. In Division 3 AA, North High's Brittany McPherson was named Player of the Year, and joining her are teammates Kylie Oshiro and Daleen Tuali. And rounding out your awards on the girls' side, Bishop Montgomery's Bridget Reyes grabs Coach of the Year, and Chelsea Leidy takes Player of the Year honors in Division 4 AA. Joining Leidy on the first team are best friend Christine Della Pina and teammate Jessica Malazarte. Now, in some stunning news, West girls basketball coach Mike Caporaso has decided to step down from his head coaching duties. In 4 seasons at West, Caporaso compiled over 100 wins, playoff appearances in each of his 4 seasons, 2 league titles, and how could we ever forget his back-to-back Southern Section titles? Now, when I think of AAU basketball, I think of LeBron James and Kevin Durant, just to name a few. I'm pretty sure you all have heard of these guys. Right here in the South Bay, the Riptide AAU basketball program has been around since 2013 and was started by one of the South Bay's own. Kiana Martin has that story for you.
Turning your passion into a reality is one thing, but when that passion reaches and impacts a community, it becomes a monumental payoff. And that's exactly what 22-year-old Torrance High alum Sammy Britton did here at the 2015 South Bay Riptide tryouts.
The idea of the team actually came together through my experience in high school. I ended up stopped playing my junior year and kind of lost interest for it. And then after I got out of high school, it was kind of that I realized from working with the Y, working with kids and loving basketball so much that I kind of wanted to take on and give the experience to other kids that I didn't really get to have when I was playing.
Starting from just an idea, Sammy wanted to involve himself with the development of Torrance youth basketball, allowing students from all over to display their often unrecognized talents on the court.
A lot of these kids feel like if they mess up, that they're going to be taken out of the game or they won't be given the proper amount of minutes. And we kind of want to make sure that everybody knows that we're not like that. We want to give all these kids opportunities, and it's okay to make mistakes and kind of learn from that. So it's a growing experience for them.
Returning student Trevor Jackson can attest to the growth, being one of the first students working with the Riptides back when he was in middle school. He's thrilled to come back to a developing and thriving program.
We only had about 9 guys on the team, and then going for our second year, having like 30 people trying out and like meeting all these new people, to this year having like 70 people trying out. I would have never thought it would have gotten this big.
Over 40 students have come out for tryouts today, a drastic growth from the previous years that this program has been here. This is showing not only the growth, but the impact this program is having on the city of Torrance.
It feels good to know that you're making an impact on a young kid's life, because this is the stuff that they remember.
With the founder Sammy heading to college soon, his hopes are to impact not just the program itself, but to make a difference in the students involved.
Me not knowing anybody to then like meeting all these new kids is one of the best things. Like, this is like the highlight of my life so far.
You might have a dream or a thought that might just be little at some point, but if you get together your friends like I did with myself and Brent, we kind of turned this thing into something that I would really never imagine me doing if I was still in high school.
With this dream becoming a reality, the South Bay Riptide anticipate their program growing from just high school teams to a league beginning at the age of 5 and up, making a difference with the Torrance youth beyond just high school. From Torrance, I'm Kiana Martin, reporting for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Kiana. If you'd like more information on the South Bay Riptide program, you can go to their website, that's southbayriptide.com, or you can shoot them an email, that's southbayriptide2014@outlook.com. When we come back, we are going to take you to the baseball diamond where the Bishop Montgomery Knights look to grab their second league win of the season.
So they say it's a man's world?
Well, I don't see anybody's name on it. While they were out doing their thing, we slowly changed all that. We changed all that. Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
Welcome back, everybody. Hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner, using the hashtag #TheSportsDesk and hashtag #BoomSauce. Now, over to the baseball diamond. The Bishop Montgomery Knights had a slow start to the season, to say the least. Bishop looking to capture their second win in a row for their first win streak of the season. Bishop taking on St. Bernard. The Knights averaging 8 runs per game against the Vikes since 2012. Dominic Johnson, Dublaze. Two batters later, Liam Kent singles to left. Johnson scores. Bishop takes an early 1-0 lead. Bottom 5, Bishop up 3-2. Nick Martinez crushes this to left. 2 runs are going to cruise all the way around. Bishop up 5-2 now. Same inning, 2 out. The ball down low, and 1 more run's going to come around for Bishop just for insurance purposes. The Knights don't look back. They go on to win 6-4. So the Knights grab their second league win and second win in a row against St. Monica. Bishop grabs 3 runs in the first and cruises from there. They get it done again, improving to 3-1 in league play this season. Over at North, the Saxons in a tight battle against Hart. Jonathan Niramatsu drives in the go-ahead RBI for the Saxons as North comes away with the extra innings win 8-6. Alex Gomez triples and scores twice, while Ryan Tobias goes 3 for 3 with a run. And down south, the Spartans, winners of 2 straight, looking to tack on 2 more in a double dip with Kennedy High. South grabs game number 1 of the doubleheader against the Fighting Irish, 9-6 in extras. And in game numero 2, the Spartans blank Kennedy 2-0. That's 4 straight wins for South as they improve to 6-3 overall on the season. And the Torrance Tartars lose 4 straight, and well, that L word continues to haunt them. Torrance loses 2 games to Redondo Union and drops another to Los Osos. And against El Segundo, Torrance takes an early 1-0 lead, but the Eagles grab 1 run in the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings to take this one 3-1. That's the Tartars' 8th straight loss. And during their losing streak, they're averaging just over 1 run per game and allowing over 5 in that 8-game span. Switching gears to the softball diamond now. The Torrance Tatas coming off 2 straight wins, an 8-1 spanking of Frontier and a 13-3 massacre of Esperanza. Torrance trying to grab that 3rd straight win. Torrance taking on Edison. The Tartars haven't lost to the Charges since 2013. Let's pick it up in the bottom of the 3rd. No score. Kayla Yoshioka chops this one, and 1 run's going to cruise all the way around and touch home plate. Torrance takes an early 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th, Tartars up 2-1. Marissa Moreno smacks us down the 3rd baseline. 1 run scores, Torrance up 3-1. Same inning, Aaron Alvarado singles to left. Abby Yamamoto scores, Torrance up 4-1 now. In top 7, Edison, they tack on 2 runs to make this a 1-run game, but Alyssa Loza gets her 6th strikeout to get out of the jam. Torrance hangs on to win game 1, 4-3. So the Tartars grab game 1 of the Dublé header, and in game number 2, CC DaCosta goes bartender Jack for Torrance's only 2 runs of the game as they fall 3-2 to the Charges. Torrance splits the series with Edison. It's the first time in 2 years that these two banana split the series. Now up north, the Saxons riding the high from their second straight Torrance National Tournament, trying to keep the winning gods on their side. North taking on Palos Verdes in a non-league doubleheader. In Game 1, PV ties this game up in the top of the 5th, but Saxon runs in the bottom of the 5th and 6th innings put North up 7-5 as they fend off a late Sea Kings rally. In Game 2, the Sea Kings score 4 runs in the 4th to take a commanding 5-1 lead, but the Saxon bats come alive in the 5th and 6th innings, combining for 9 runs, taking the 10-8 dub. North grabs their 7th straight win, and just like the scorching weather outside, they haven't cooled off since that 2nd straight TNT title. Now out west, the Warriors, losers of 5 straight earlier in the year, and have since won 2 in a row. Against Hawthorne, the Warriors score 5 runs in the first 2 innings and 3 in the 5th as West grabs an 8-4 victory. And against Redondo Union, the Warriors' win streak comes to a close as they get shut out for the 2nd time this season. Down south, the Spartans snap their 2-game losing streak against Redondo. Kelsey Bozart goes 2 for 3 with a home run and 3 ribbies, and in a doubleheader with Santa Monica, South right back where they started with another 2-game losing streak after the double dip losses. Rounding out your prep softball news over at Bishop, the Knights' 2015 struggles continue. They dropped their 4th straight game, 3 of those key league matches. During their 4-game skid, they have scored just 4 runs and allowed 19. Doing a complete 180 now to the volleyball court, Torrance and South have played each other plenty of times. I mean, both teams are within 5 miles of each other and are conveniently in the same league. But the crazy part is, Torrance hasn't won in 5 years. Torrance taking on South, both teams getting jacked up. Looks like they took some pre-workout beforehand. Let's pick it up in the first set. Torrance up 24-18. Joseph Syko with the perfect placement for South. South rallies off 6 straight points to tie this up at 24. Same set, tied at 26. Max Perez with the kill. The Tatas hang on to win set 1, 28-26. Third set now. Torrance looking for the sweep, up by 1. South with the set, and they can't convert. Torrance now up by 2. Very next play, match point for Torrance. Kyle Polk, spike off the roof and drops right in. Torrance takes set 25-22 and the match 3-0. So the Tatas grab that first win over South in 5 years. Max Perez has 14 kills, and Kyle Nakahara adds 35 apples and 11 digs for Torrance, while Troy Ellis has 11 kills and Evan Rossi has 7 for the Spartans in the loss. In Torrance's second Pioneer League match, well, they have similar results. They bring out their brooms and crush Lusinger 3-0. Torrance improves to 8-4 overall and a perfect 2-0 in league play. It also marks Torrance's 4th sweep. Not a bad way to start off Pioneer competition. And up north, the Saxons and West Warriors meeting up for some Pioneer League fun. North coming off 2 straight losses, while West looking to take their 2nd win in a row. North taking on West. Both teams getting jacked up beforehand in their respective huddles. First set, 8-0 West lead. North with the set and the shot, that's going to be out of bounds. West takes a commanding 9-0 lead. Later in the first set, the Warriors up 23-9. The scoop shot by West, it's going to fall in place. West takes set number 1, 25-9. Second set, West down by a point, and they're going to get this shot to land. Nice little trickery there. We're all tied up at 24. A few plays later, West up 25-24, and here we go. That's going to go, and the Warriors take set 2 and sweep the match 3-0. John Caravala and co. take care of the Saxons and grab that 2nd straight win. North, on the other hand, loses their Pioneer League opener and 3rd contest in a row. For North, well, their luck wouldn't get any better. The Saxons fall to Vistamar in 5 sets, and out of their 11 losses, North has been swept in 8 of those. The Saxons are now 4-11 overall on the season. And rounding out your prep volleyball news, the Bishop Montgomery Knights. The Knights starting off 2015 league play. Bishop sweeps LaSalle 3-0 and then beats Salesian for 2 quick Del Rey League victories. And in the St. John Bosco tournament, Bishop takes their first 3 games before falling to Arrowhead Christian, but finishes off the tourney with 2 sweeps of Bell Gardens and Whittier Christian. All right, everybody, when we come back, we're going to take you to the baseball diamond where the El Camino Warriors look to take Game 3 of their conference series with Mount San Antonio College. Stay right where you are.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back, everybody. The El Camino men's volleyball team has been killing it. Plain and simple. 5 straight wins, 7 sweeps on the season. The boys at Elko clicking on all cylinders, heading into a tough conference match with Santa Monica, both teams battling it out for first place in conference play. Elko has lost 3 straight to Santa Monica, with their last win coming all the way back in February of last year. There's former Bishop Montgomery Knight Peter Sarmiento. Let's pick it up in the second set. Santa Monica took the first, Elko down 24-23. Cesar Medina slams his home. We're all tied up at 24. Later in the set, 25-24 Santa Monica. Medina's shot goes just outside. Elko falls in that one, 26-24. Third set, all knotted up. Taylor Tattersall with the kill for Santa Monica. Elko down by 1. Very next play, Cesar Medina, he's going to hit that. Nothing but net. Not good in volleyball terms. Elko loses the third set, 26-24, and gets swept by Santa Monica. That's 4 straight losses to the Corsairs. Casey Wood has 10 kills, and Alan Sarinana adds 9 kills in the loss. And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, well, the Warriors get swept by Long Beach City College in their next series. It's the first time this season Elko has lost back-to-back games, and the first time since February of last year that the Warriors have lost 2 in a row. Totally switching gears now. On the baseball diamond, Elko coming off that conference sweep against Pasadena City College. In Game 1 with Mount San Antonio, the Warriors won 6-5, but lost Game 2. On to Game 3 at Warrior Field. Elko went 1-2 in Game 1-2 in the 3-game regular season series with the Mounties last year, trying to go 2-1 this year. First inning, Elko up 1-0. Fred Smith, Dublaze to left. Joey Notch advances to third, and Joseph Cortez scores. Warriors up 2-0 early. Top 4, Elko up. Eucelius Morenos strikes out Dylan Lowenstein looking. You'd have 5 Ks on the afternoon. Bottom 7, bases juice, pass ball, and Sebastian Sanchez scores, and Jonathan Pasillas says, hey, I'm going to slide in too. Elko goes on to win 6-1. Elko takes the series over the Mounties 2-1 in their 5th conference win in the last 6 games. Heading back to Warrior Field against Antelope Valley, the Elko taking on AV. The Warriors haven't lost to the Marauders since February 2013. Bottom 1, Elko up 2-0, 1 on, 2 out. Fred Smith singles to right. Jake Sahagian, he's going to cruise all the way around from second. You'll hear more from Smith later on. Elko takes an early 3-0 lead. Bottom 2, same score. Jonathan Pasillas goes bartender check. Alex Turner and Sebastian Sanchez score. The Warriors up 6-0. Pasillas would have 2 hits and 4 ribbies in this one. Bottom 8, Elko up 13-0. Fred Smith, Dublaze to left. Jonathan Pasillas, you've already heard of him enough tonight, comes back in. Elko goes on to crush the Marauders 14-3. Jonathan Pasillas leads away for Elko with 4 ribbies and that towering 3-run home run. Dalton Erb pitches 6 strong innings, allowing just 2 hits and a side of 7 strikeouts. Elko improves to 16-10 overall. And that wraps up all of your JUCO sports news. Remember, each month here on the Sports Desk, we have our top 5 plays of that month, or as I have dubbed it, let's get a drum roll, please. Okay, we heard it. Thanks, Ken. The sauciest plays of the month. If a sweet play happens at a game we can't make it, hit me up on Twitter with the video and it'll make the show. That's at Collin Kushner using the hashtag TheSportsDesk and hashtag BoomSauce. Lots of action here in the month of March, and yeah, you guessed it, it's time to take your sauciest plays of the month. Play number 5, West Girls versus Brea Olinda. Megan McComas with the corner, Sam Lehman with the sick header. She's pretty stoked. They go on to beat Brea Olinda 1-0 in that game. Number 4, North's Sheridan Metali. Dribble, dribble, whoop! Takes it in, gets the nice lay-in. Let's take another look. Metali just so smooth on that play. I mean, wow, she must be going on the dance floor too. That was just too smooth. Number 3, Elko's Alex Turner. He's patrolling left field here. Here we go. Ball hit well, and Alex Turner goes back, back, back. Makes the catch and slips, but he'd be okay. Number 2, Bishop's Blake Miles alley-oop. Miles, boom sauce. Sick jam. Let's take another look. Miles just getting up there, slams it home in the All-Star game. That was just filthy. And play number 1, South, taking on Colony for the Division 2A Southern Section crown. South down by a point. Final seconds, Christy Takahashi with the floater, and that's their game winner. Let's take another look. Takahashi, dribble, dribble, floater, in. That's their ball game. South took home the Southern Section Division 2A title. All right, everybody. That's going to close the books on another week here on the Sports Desk. As always, we are available on Facebook. That's facebook.com/thesportsdesktv. Or if you'd like to email the show with any story ideas, it's thesportsdesk@torranceca.gov. Also, feel free to hit us up on Twitter with pics, video, or anything sports related here in the South Bay. That's at Collin Kushner, and use the hashtag #TheSportsDesk and, of course, hashtag #BoomSauce. And we're also on Instagram, so that's the Sports Desk TV. And don't forget, if you just feel like saying hi, you can do that as well. And for everybody celebrating either Passover or Easter, enjoy your holiday. We'll catch you next time.